Alright, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well today. Shout out to the subscribers, big up anybody new locked in. Thank you for watching as always, I really appreciate it. In this video we're going to be talking about Inoue, I hope I got that right, versus Stephen Fulton. Wow, what an absolutely incredible fight. Boxing is doing great this year, it really is. I've been saying that a lot and I don't want to keep repeating myself, but there's a lot of naysayers thinking boxing's dead and this and that, but this is another absolutely great fight that just got made. And what that does, it puts the pressure on the other fighters. Okay, it's gonna with the Tank Garcia fight getting made, this fight getting made, Haney and Loma looks like it's really close. It puts pressure on the other big fighters because they want to be known as the best in their era, probably, right? I think fighters like that, like your Spencers, like Crawford, better be of Bivol, Fury, Usyk. Well, Fury's already said that he's the best, but you know, his actions sometimes speak otherwise. But it's an ego thing too, you know. Like these, like if the boxing fans talk and like, you know, these big fights are getting made and the other people aren't making the big fights, I would imagine it would make them want to make the big fights. It puts pressure on, particularly if it ends up being a really good fight, a fight of the year candidate, which, you know, it's often a possibility when you have two high level fighters, although they can cancel each other out as well. But great fight. This is in Japan, May 7th. I mean, it's just a marvelous fight. You know, you have an Inoue coming up from bantamweight. Okay, this is at 122. So Stephen Fulton has, you know, admitted or said that he kind of is just, it sounded like he was a little bit bored with taking on all comers in his division, where it's just like he needed a bigger challenge. And what bigger challenge than, you know, the monster, who obviously he wants the biggest challenges too, because he's coming after everybody in the division. He just said he's coming after everyone. You love to see that. You love to hear that, and that is what great fighters do. These both guys are complete fighters. Inoue has got the power, he's got great footwork, he's got great balance, he's got an amazing left hook, he's intelligent. Fulton, the same, he's very intelligent, he's very good on the inside, very crafty on the inside as well. He's got a great inside game. He's from Philadelphia, he's tough. It's going to be at 122, so he's going to be the bigger man, but you know, I knew he's going to be the bigger puncher. Stephen Fulton has been hurt in the past. I think Lopez got to him a little bit, and maybe Figueroa as well, but you know, he's definitely been hurt. Obviously, Inoue has his boxing, but when you got a power puncher like Inoue, these are the questions for me. Can Fulton take his power? Can Inoue hang with him in the pocket if it ends up there? I think that's Fulton's best chance. You know, he's very versatile. I mean, they're both tremendous fighters. This is going to be a tremendous fight for boxing, and you know, I honestly can't wait, because it's the best fighting the best, and you know, that's what boxing fans want. And it just shuts down any claims that, you know, boxing's dead. It's not dead. Okay, we've got a great calendar this year. We've had some great fights this year. March is looking pretty stacked. Okay, we've got some wonderful fights coming up. Benavidez and Plant, that's an absolutely awesome fight. We've got Tank Garcia in April. May, it's looking like Haney and Loma, although it hasn't been announced yet. That could be in May. This Inoue Fulton fight is in May, and like I said, it creates a domino effect because people want to be part of that conversation. Great fights getting great fights. I'm super optimistic. I'm not as hopeful on the Spence Crawford fight. However, negotiations apparently have re-emerged, and they're on the phone talking to each other. I'm not going to hold my breath for that one. You know, that one has just like got to the point where, you know, it's losing its appeal to me. Although if the fight does get made, obviously, I'll be all about it. But you know, it's just a great start, or a great addition to this great start of the season for boxing, this fight being made. So how do I think the fight will go? Well, as I mentioned, I think, you know, Fulton's inside game could be the difference, and then Inoue's power, obviously, like he gets so much power because his technique's so good, you know, and his jab is superb. You know, he can really change the angle on the jab, and you know, he's so accurate with it, and the timing of it is great. And he can jab upstairs, downstairs. He can do the vertical jab in between the guard. He can do a nice power jab. He uses a jab to set up. I mean, he's just a marvelous fighter. They both are, which is why it makes such a good fight. So yeah, I'll do a bigger fight breakdown, a bit more technical, because I like to really, I haven't watched their fights recently to have it fresh in the memory to know exactly what they do, so I can maybe bring up some footage or talk about something more relevant. But who cares, the fight's getting made. I'll do a fight breakdown close to the fight, like I said, and we can just enjoy this and wait for the next announcement, which is probably going to be Haney Loma, and then we're going to get the undisputed fight probably. I don't want to jinx it, but again, I'm optimistic. You know, boxing's good. We're going to have a great year. Already are. But let me know your thoughts on this fight. Let me know your thoughts on whether Stephen Fulton is going to be able to take Inouye's power. And should he fight on the inside? Is he going to have his best chance there? All that stuff. Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. If you enjoyed the video. Take care. Boxing on the Edge.
Boxing
on the edge.